How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another episode review of Mashle, Magic and Muscles. Today's episode is episode 4, Mash Burndead and the Challenging Magic User. Before I go any further, please take the challenge and hit that like button. Further your challenges and subscribe and hit the notification button right there. Boop, boop. To be notified of more videos such as this one. Well, I guess if you expanded the video, it would be kind of right around there. But if you didn't, just right there, hit the button. Be notified of more videos like this. Come on, it's great because now we're on episode 4, and I'm enjoying this anime. I really am. It's crazy. Even though I'm always just a bit day late, but I'm always enjoying this show. This show is really, really good, guys. Well, at least from my standpoint, it's really good. So if you watched my Pokemon Horizons review, I said how I love when a show continues from the ending point of last episode into the next one, especially when it was like a hanging thing going on. And what this does is we're right back in the middle of fake Quidditch, aka Duelo. It kind of makes it seem like you're making fun of Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's Duelo. And how does Duelo work? You take out a ball, they try to capture it in midair, explained by Tom Knowles, to Mash, because I'll get to that in a second. You throw it through a hoop, you get points. So far, it was, I want to say, 40 or 60 to 10. Right. Excuse me. It was 60 to 10. And this whole incident is just it's hilarious because you have Mash and narrator having a joke, which I don't think Mash can hear the narrator, but Mash is just like, I want to go home, and narrator's like, you probably should. And everybody's wondering why he won't fly, and Tom comes down, he's like, be like a bamboo shoot and rise, and he just says bamboo in English over and over again after explaining the rules. And he's like, well, I'm gonna go out there. And as he's trying to rise, a guy hits him and knocks him down, breaks his arm, and Mash's like, dang, I guess we're not gonna win. And the guy's just like, after Tom saying that's not sportsmanlike, sportsmanship is nonsense. It's all about winning. And it goes off, and Tom's just like, no, it's talking to Mash, saying, winning doesn't matter. What matters is just giving your all. And this pumps Mash up. Like you don't see on his face, but he grabs the broom and he tightens, gets on it, does that super jump, and he's floating in air because he's moving his legs so fast that he is staying afloat. Insane. If he would have been drawn doing the Sonic figure 8 run, I wouldn't have been surprised. And it's crazy because you have 3 separate students, probably the ones that told him, if you don't want to be here, leave. And, people just being mean because he's not doing anything. You have 3 students going, what? He's waving his legs like that. And other folks are like, oh, he can't even fly a broom. Like the bad guys, the other dorm aren't even afraid. They're trying to go after him. And he got the ball. This man whips the ball so hard, blows them back because of the air, gets a point. And they're like, dang, he's strong. And straight up English, the girl goes, wow, it's amazing. Straight up. He got past the ball, mind you. But they're like, okay, it was just 1 point. Now we're down, was it 49? Yeah, now they're down 49. There's 11. And the ball curves back to him. And they're like, oh, he's throwing the ball. He's flicking his fingers when he throws it till it curves back. And we get to the point where it looks like he's just making more balls. So he's throwing it. And everyone's just like, oh, snap. This is an unending loop. The scoreboards have three parts for numbers. Obviously, to get to hundreds of points. Mash got them to 999. The game is over. They're not coming back from that. And because they won tremendously, they won the first game, they got silver coins. Now, here's the crazy thing about these silver coins. They are neither coins, but they are silver. But they are not coins. Neither coins. I would have said North silver, but they are silver. What it appears to be to me, that the silver coins are actually chopped up into 4s, because he has 1, and when you see another person later on with 2, Lance Crown with 2, you can kind of tell it looks as if you're supposed to fit them together, and that's how you raise up and how you get more, right? So you get coins to make real coins. That's what it looks like. Now, it matches in the magical paper, and you got Lance Crown. Lance Crown is our antagonist. I can't really call him a bad guy. Initially, his whole thing was being pissed that Mash helped another student during the exam and all this other stuff. And we have Mash. Mash getting hugged by Tom was hilarious. That's another hilarious part, because Mash is like, I don't get along with a guy like this, because Tom is like, you said you would win it all for me. I didn't say that at all. We also have... So I have Lemon. One. No, that's later. I'll get to that later. But who is Lance Crown? So Lance Crown apparently has 2 magical marks on his face. This is significant because apparently that's how much magical power they have. People who are born with 2 marks are 1 in 100,000. So there are people with double marks out there, but there's not a lot of them. The single mark is what's normal. And we're learning about him via the mind of Lemon and Finn and Tom when he, finally appears. And he was the first in the exams. Like, he passed the exams first overall. This guy's amazing. And during this funny exchange of Tom wanting Mash to go practice and Lemon wanting to help him study, she has books stacked in a tower high, dark arcs, magical creatures, blah 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 blah. And when Mash says, Finn, can you help me? Finn pretends to be asleep, calling him a traitor. Love that. The guy has a magic bottle that sucks all 3 of his friends up. It's like, follow me, come out to the forest next to the owl hut and we can talk. Now, the guy already has 2 silver coins. His whole deal is he's going to bet coin versus coin. We're going to have a duel. Of course, we can't tell, and, we're forbidden from using magic, but, because of school grounds, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? You don't have much of a choice. And he's like, you're not going to say anything? Mash is just like, finish talking because I want to get this done, right? Focused. I like it. Laser focused. Even though he doesn't talk a lot anyway, laser focused. We do get a little bit more comedy with Lemon going being stuck in a small space with 2 men is wait, I need to go back. She says it has compliance issues. I freaking love that. That the jokes that get snuck in that you could miss are so good. But yeah, so Lance is using Gravavio magic, which we get. It's funny because you see Brad and Dad, like, Dad's worried about Mash, and Brad is like, yeah, I'm worried too. No, I'm just worried about my money. I want my money and stuff. You're starting to love that family, you jackass. But we see the impact of the Gravavio, which makes the field around them. But Gravavio also holds down Mash. This entire fight is so cool. Because he's telling Mash, no normal human can get up from this. And you got his friends like, we want to get out. And you feel bad for Finn because Finn is crying and losing his mind. While the other 2 are just trying to, they're panicking too, but not to the level of Finn. And when he's using his gravity magic, because basically the terms are, whoever wins gets the other person's silver coins. And whoever gives up, Mash is being pummeled to the ground with his gravity magic, and he's like, no human can stand. I don't need to stand to do anything, right? He punches into the ground and rips up roots to the point where the dude thinks it's magic. He's like, he's using earth split with roots. He just did it, made him go flying back, and he's doing more Gravavio, but Mash is getting faster, so his reactions are getting faster. He's on this Dragon Ball stuff, just moving quickly, trying to punch him. That's his whole deal. He punches, he kicks. And now we're getting to the nitty gritty where he gets to he gets his locket off, and the locket has a picture of a little girl in it with the same colored blue hair as Lance. And Mash's reaction is hilarious. He goes, "Oh my goodness, he's a lolicon. Do I need to call the police? Is this he's doing a crime? Oh," he's freaking out. And the guy goes, "I'm not a lolicon. I'm a sister con." That's not any better. That's his little sister. He asked for it back, and Mash is just like, "Here, take it." Lance's background is he's from, I don't want to say an affluent magical family, but he's from a decent magical family. And the flashback, we are introduced to his sister Anna. Kind of funny, in Pokemon Horizons there's an An and an Ann, and in here there's an Anna. And we get an introduction of Anna getting ready to perform some healing magic on her brother because he is hurt. He's gotten into some type of scrape, which she pointed out, I heard that they were bullying some kid and he stood up for him. You're so clumsy, you get yourself into these fixes, but you know what? I love that about you. I love that about you, big brother. Well, she says Oni-chan, but I'm not saying that 1,000 times, but I love you, Oni-chan. He's like, "Oh, well, if my sister likes me being this person, I can continuously be this person, right?" But one day, he comes home. She's sick. What is she being sick with? Is a disease that removes your magical mark. She has one mark that removes your magical mark. And within 5 years, the mark's going to be gone. Well, his good for nothing bullshit parents are saying, well, after her mark is gone, she's not going to have magic. We got to turn her into the bureau. And, his father holding his shoulder, and they're like, it's, if his mother even goes, it's for your own good too. He's like, "Don't touch me. You are no longer my parents. All right. I'm going to be a divine visionary." Because the magical bureau, the way they have this system, it's crap. And I'm not going to let anybody harm my little sister who loves me dearly and made me feel better about myself. So his sister kind of makes sense. It's not just, "Oh, my sister's so cute." It's, "Oh, it's a person that believes in you and the only good family member that he has." Not a big fan of Sister Khan characters, but at least this one makes sense, right? She's sick, and the way that this world is, if you don't have magic, they're basically gonna cull you. Like, the parents are just so caught up with, "I can't believe someone in our bloodline." What the? Be gone. Be gone. And that's his whole deal. And we get another exchange that is, you think it's going to be serious at first, but it's funny. Because he says to Mash, "What's the most precious thing in the world?" And he goes, "Cream puff, wrong. Humanity, wrong. Love, wrong. What is the other part he says that's wrong? I can't remember what else he said. He said 2 other things, right? And guys like, "No, all of it's wrong. My precious sister, what's most precious in this world?" And because Mash says cream puffs again for the last part, and he's like, "What's precious to people is different in the world." He's like, "It should be, everyone else is dumb." He's like, "You're a creep. You're creepy." And so what Lance ends up doing is taking the bottle. He goes to the edge, causing the others to freak out because he says, "Yeah, I'm going to drop this and then I'm going to make it accelerate with my magic. And when you go down there to try to stop it from crashing, I'm going to attack you. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know." And so as he thinks about his sister and all this other stuff, he gets ready to take he's thinking, "I'm willing to be a demon endlessly to help my little sister," right? Okay. All right. Got you. Drops the bottle, does the thing. He's like, "So what are you going to do now, mushroom head?" Mash has already taken his clothes off and folded them to the side, taking his shoes off. He has on his boxer and his undershirt, but underneath those is his workout gear we saw in the first episode with weights. You see, sorry. We see he has weights on his wrists and his ankles. And he stretches a little bit, gets in a starting position, and he says hamstring magic. And Dude's like, I've never heard of that kind of magic. Big bang dash. He is gone in a flash. I'm talking, I can't see. They're fighting so fast, I can't see them type of fast. And Dude's looking for him. Mash is gone and has come back. And he said he ran and grabbed the bottle and got back up here that fast. He did. And Mash goes, we should just stop all this. With, Lance believing that he's using body enhancement magic. So we should just stop all this because you don't seem like a bad guy because, this bottle's fake. He just throws it to the ground. And, Mash walks up to him, quickly goes through all of his pockets and grabs the real bottle. And he's like, let's just end it here. He's like, you don't want to get the silver coin? And he's like, not really. I mean, I'm kind of a clumsy kind of guy that I don't think that far ahead. I just kind of do things. And it flashes Lance back to when his sister Anna said, you're clumsy and you don't really think all ahead when you're doing the thing. But you know what? I love that about you. Made him remember his sister. Goes, all right. And as he's leaving, he gives him one of his silver coins. He's like, a bet's a bet. I do find it funny that Lance is basically just like Mash when it comes to like outward appearance. Like Lance did cry when he found out about his sister and realizing that his parents were going to turn her in and basically have her be cold. And everything else we see with him, the dude's very stoic. We even see in the ending where he's with the rest of the characters, he's stoic as well. So it's interesting that you have these two characters. Mash is just always deadpan, but I wouldn't call Lance deadpan. I would call him stoic. And of course, after we didn't see him open the bottle. We know he freed everyone. You have Finn hugging him, his face to his boxers. And you have Lemon hugging on him, saying, "Oh, I love you. Yes, Mash, I will marry you." And Tom is going bamboo shoot. And we have Mr. Narrator saying, Mash was thinking that, of course, Lance isn't such a bad guy. Well, he's saying he's not such a bad guy. But Mash was also thinking maybe I should have just opened up this bottle at the school. Hilarious. I think they changed the ending images because now you see on Lance's sheets, it says my little sister Anna sheets. And when he's reading on the bus, which they have magical buses, when he's reading on the bus, it says photo sister. I'm kind of glad they didn't start with that. Because, yeah, he's a sister con, but at least we have the background why, which is kind of making it go, okay, we're going to have to deal with some craziness from this guy because he is the sister con, but you can feel where it's like, I don't want my little sister to be murdered because of the stupid magical rules that we have by the idiotic bureau. So we'll see how deep the sister con goes with this guy. If it doesn't go too deep, then we'll be fine. And hopefully it'll be more of a gag and less of some of the stuff you see in Black Clover. I really want to review season 1 for you guys, but the sister con guy in there, he seems dead serious, and it's kind of funny, but it just seems so dead serious. I need to watch more. Maybe that guy is kind of a funny, like Lance is a little bit, or at least Lance has a reason. I don't know any other reason for this other guy, right? But enjoyable episode. Introduced to more of the main characters, and we get a backstory with it. At least the backstory makes sense, right? We're not going to wait 10 episodes down the road, and it's like why are you sister con? Oh, actually, he didn't explain it, but at least we know why. So I look forward to that being explained. Maybe somewhere down the road, Mash opens up and goes, I don't have magic. I'm just really strong. Too strong. So we'll see. Next episode is going to be called Mash Burndead and the Unpopular Classmate. Going to assume it's the redhead. it has to be the redhead because that's kind of how people treat redheaded characters. Kinda, sorta, maybe, I don't know, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be that guy. I gotta give this episode 4 out of 5. You told me this guy, you introduced the character, you told me the character's backstory, so all we have to do now is just for him to tell the others his backstory. That's it. And once he does that, they all understand and blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure that these group of magicians, wizards, or whatever, they're the ones who want to change the world. Finn is a nice guy. Lemon seems to be a good girl. She comes from a lower status anyway. And you got Mash, who wants to live peacefully with his family. You got this guy that's like, I don't want you guys to kill my family. Can't wait to see what redhead guy's thing is. He seems to be the sporty type, right? Maybe he'll replace Tom and he comes in and is like, hey, I just want to work hard because people made fun of me for being poor. Who knows? I don't know much about him. I'm looking forward to learning about him next week. Please let me know what you think of the episode in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Mashle, Muscles and Magic. I'm really I'm just enjoying the series. If this is what their average is, I can take their average, and this is pretty. It's funny. The moments make me laugh, and the action has really no reason to be as good as it is. So, with all that being said, please be good, be blessed, wash those hands, take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And remember, above all other things, there's someone out there that cares about you. All right, reach out to somebody. There's someone who would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. All right, guys? So, I'm Shane. I will see you next time. Let's get muscle.